my bubbles. Welcome to my video and my channel. I'm artisitc Bubblehead, as you all know, and I bought a new mic and thought of using it for covering songs. However, unfortunately, I could not fix the lag in the OBS, so let's use it to vent, rant, and ramble on different topics I think worth talking about. Today's topic is a bit personal. I want to talk about something that only artists and creators alike can relate to. This is a niche topic, probably isn't the best to start with, but here we are. So, let's begin. Today's topic is inspirations for creating art. First, let me mention a personal experience of mine. I have recovered from a major art block for months. I was so tired and exhausted, I couldn't think of creating anything. There was no idea in my brain. So, what is an art block? You all might be wondering. If it's new to you, art block is also known as a creative rut or artist's block. It is a frustrating period where an artist experiences a lack of motivation, inspiration, or ability to create new artwork. That's the definition, though, according to Wikipedia. Funny how we all are relying on Wikipedias nowadays. But anyways, I had a job back then, so time constraint was also a factor playing into the art block. I couldn't just finish what I started, and sometimes I couldn't think of anything either. Recently, I have had inspirations come across, even looking at the smallest things. So, I guess since I am less stressed about work or study, or maybe more depressed due to lack thereof, either way, I am having a party in my brain with a lot of ideas and motivation. The biggest catalyst for me that inspires me to make art is, well, maybe you all might be thinking that it's books, but no. Got him. But seriously, it's the adapted work from these books, that is, movies, TV shows, and series. Recently, I have been really into lore of Gravity Falls. And don't get me wrong, I'm not too into CalArt's Tumblr style of art. My art style is more anime oriented, but I love the lore behind any good movie, show, cartoon, or anime, or the way they unfold its layers, even though it has common tropes. I also appreciate the depth of each characters, even if the story is only surface level guilt trip, and how the characters interact with each other. For example, recently I watched a movie about overcoming substance addiction called 28 Days, where the character played by Sandra Bullock had a complicated relationship with her elder sister. It was a very interesting story to see how this age-old movie or film had a refreshing take about the bond between two sisters. A very whimsical movie, but a deep message behind its theme. I wouldn't say it's a great movie, but it had a representation of several unique relationships between characters. I cannot stop naming movies if I start discussing about it, so I'll keep it to myself for my sanity and yours for now. Next is, of course, work of art. And you know what? It mainly encompasses the traditional art, cartoon, anime, animation, stop motion, and individual creator or even a community. These are the unconventional type of inspirations, although some have become mainstream over time. And I love discovering new art styles and new imaginative ideas. So, seeing the recent anime shows like Dandadan, Frieren or Frieren, The Summer Hikaru Died, The Apothecary Diaries, Lord of the Mysteries, Demon Slayer, Sakamoto Days, Gachiakuta, I don't know how to pronounce this, Mononoke, or The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity shows how the stories have broken the expectations of conventional boundaries and are taking the industry to a new height. Not just that, cartoons like Gravity Falls, Bluey, Gumball, Dead End, Hollow, Hell of a Boss, Carol, The End of the World, Steven Universe, they all prove that same art styles does not matter as long as it conveys a theme and a story never told before. Let's not ignore the milestones of animation like Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse, Arcane, Puss in Boots, Rise of the Guardians, How to Train Your Dragons series, some of the Disney Pixar movies like Zootopia, Up, WALL-E, Big Hero 6, Toy Story, Inside Out, Studio Ghibli movies like Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, stop motion movies like Caroline, Corpse Bride, anime movies like Look Back, K-pop Demon Hunters, Jujutsu Kaisen, and also Chainsaw Man. Although these also fall in the anime industry, but I would say that there's many more encapsulating the magic of recent animation. These are some things that my inspiration just keeps coming from in this day and age. Next inspiration will be something my family would not approve of. It's unfortunately, but canonically in my life, video games that inspired me, from unique gameplays to the design and aesthetic of the environment. I don't usually own or play any of these games, but seeing the playthroughs, following a creator play and react to it, also the communities making fan arts of it all, makes me truly inspired. For example, Little Nightmares, Poppy's Playtime, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Bloodborne, Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy and the Ink Machine, Until Dawn. All these big franchises had to create a sentimental value when it was only starting. Not only that, Among Us, Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, or these interactive games too had a huge impact throughout the community. Recently, I am into a game called Cat Museum that one of my friends online have showed it to me, and I started to really like the art style. One of my favorite crew would be the Hermitcraft, Empires, Misadventures, and Life Series members, since not only their builds in Minecraft brings life to a game, but also their community that produces creatively driven animatics, pictography, animations, and even fan arts. These truly let certain moments shine among all the entertaining interactions, leading to a very high quality content. Now we move to individual artists who I follow, look up to, and think they deserve a shout out. They're one of the most talented ones out there who have their own individual art styles. For example, MSSHANH, forgive me because I don't know how to pronounce this, Kuvshinov, Gothic CY-chan, Fedan, Lena J, Tizeze, Nena's Mint, Margaret Morales, Thomas Mro, Sibyllin Manet, Yume Art, Sikil, Sam Dazard, Virus, and many more. I also follow a lot of K-pop artists, so if you want any recommendations, you can reach out to me through the comments. You know what they say. Surrounding yourself with immense talent will keep inspiring you to work hard and just keep creating. Last but not least, since I mentioned K-pop and you guys probably have seen me gush over it in my stories, it's definitely music and albums. Well, have you ever wondered how relevant some of the lyrics or songs are to your day-to-day life? I really love when my favorite artists blend their artistic prowess in writing, producing, and composing songs. Not only that, if they had an intertwining lore with the tracklist, then it would make the day even better, like the World Series of my all-time favorite group called ATs. What do I do is listening to the songs and keep on drawing. Like recently, I have been drawing my characters listening to new metal to feel the angst for my OCs. My most favorite process ever. It is to surround myself with sounds to my ears, making an atmosphere for me to draw what I was imagining. I don't know what I meant, but I just vomited what I was thinking at the time, and that's probably the process too when I'm creating art listening to music. So, anyways, what does these all mean? It is okay to feel lack of motivation and inspiration sometimes for creating any kind of art because burnouts are real. Like though like you guys have to admit it. It is also okay to take a break and think about random stuff, watch and read random stories, listen to random music and play random video games. Maybe, you know what? Take the inspiration from a social media, like Pinterest, or maybe the place around you, or you have traveled to, or the urban legends you have heard about it. But it's not okay to kill your creativity with robotic sentience, aka the AI, that is taking over the world slowly but surely. Because only humans can create the whimsy, the fantasy, and the wonderful world around it. So if you think any of these ideas have inspired you to make art today, why not give a like to this video? If not, comment on what inspires you to draw, and if you think you want to watch me make more videos like this in the future, why not subscribe? Until then, don't pop your artistic bubbles and stay bubbly. Goodbye.